Hi, this is Paige Phelan for Dr. Pishva's class at Parker University. I'll be completing the Qualitative Anion test lab. I believe this is lab number 4. So, we're going to be testing bromide, carbonate, chloride, iodine, phosphate, sulfate, sulfide, and an unknown substance, which we'll figure out based on the results from our known substances. At the end of the lab, we're going to be breaking up the reactions into 3 groups. Anions that will not precipitate in the presence of silver nitrate. Group 2 are anions that will precipitate in the presence of silver nitrate, and the resulting precipitates will dissolve upon acidification with nitric acid. The third group we're going to be putting them in will be anions that will precipitate in the presence of silver nitrate, and the resulting precipitates will not dissolve upon acidification with nitric acid. So once we get all our results, we will be able to put them into those groups. So we have all our solutions over there. We're going to be using the Qualitative Anion test bag from Lab Pack. In addition, we're going to be using the lead acetate strips. Probably can't read that. Okay, so first thing we're going to do. We're going to put 8 drops of the anion in a test tube. So the first one we're going to be testing is bromide. So here's our bromide, and do 8 drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. There we go. That's 8 drops. The next thing we're going to add is hydrochloric acid. And we're going to add 8 drops to that. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not really action there. Seems to have stayed clear. I'll let that sit for a little bit. In our second test tube, we're going to add another 8 drops. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Still silver nitrate. So here's our silver nitrate. I'm going to add 8 drops to that. Alright, and there is a reaction there. Went from clear to kind of cloudy, and honestly I might even say there's a bit of a yellow color to it instead of just white. So there was definitely a precipitate there. So for comparison, the first one we added hydrochloric acid. It's pretty much clear. And there's this one. There's the lips. Okay, now we're going to acidify the test tube by adding nitric acid. Let's see, where did I put it? Here's nitric acid. And we're only going to add a few drops. This is still in test tube 2. And that appears to have broken up the precipitate a little bit, but a little bit clear, but then it's still there. It didn't completely alkalinize it. Okay. Okay, so that was our first test, and I'll continue with the lab. Thank you.